If you're anything like me, you want God to bless you with more finances, you want God to bless you with more space, more opportunity, more free time to do things that you love and to spend time with people that you love. But there's obviously things in the way, things like working 40, 50, 60, 70, even more hours a week and other stuff as well. In today's video, I'm going to show you one of the things that you should be doing in order to get closer and closer to the blessings and the things you've been hoping and praying for, and further away from things which are holding you back. In church, my pastor's been going through a series talking about how your gift will make room for you. One of the days he was talking about something and it just made me think about what I'm about to talk about in today's video. So I want to draw this out to help you understand this. This isn't it. This is from a different video and a different concept, but also powerful. But before I draw this, I want you to realize that this is something which holds so many Christians back. And obviously, I don't want this to be something which holds you back, hence why we're obviously doing this whole video today. All right, so let's jump into this. So I want you to think about two circles. If you think about one circle here, this is, for example, we spoke about you would like God to bless you with more money, right? And it doesn't matter, the things I'm talking about today, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, right? I like to talk about dollars because most people are familiar with dollars wherever you are in the world. All right, so we talk about dollars. We spoke about, let's just say, for example, to keep this simple, this is a representation of family, right? You get to spend more time with the people that you love, etc. And then you get to do other things, etc. You get to do things, right, that you've always desired to do. You get to provide like gifts and special things for people that you love and all that kind of good stuff, etc. And where you are right now, for example, if you do it like this, it's a situation where you're here and God is blessing you every day with life and the different things, etc. So we can't discount that. But you may be in a situation where, let's just do a clock, where your time is being taken every single week, the majority of it, right? You don't have the time. You don't get to spend as much time as you want with your family and your friends. You'd like to spend more time with them. You'd like to have more choices, right? Let's symbolize that by doing two pathways, right? You as an individual would like to have more decisions, more choices, more options. You'd like to go on holiday more, you'd like to do other things, etc. And what really happens is that what I need you to think about is there's a way in order for you to go from where you are to where you desire to go. And especially in the day and age we live in, it's so easy to do this. So I'm going to read this passage and then I'm going to break this down even more so and just show you exactly what you need to do. So I told you before, like my pastor was preaching a series about your gift will make room for you. So I'm going to read this verse, which is the foundation of the series he's talking about, and then just break down some stuff based on what I was thinking, based on this passage and some of the stuff he was saying. So it says in Proverbs chapter 18, verse 16, that a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. You see, when you think about great men, when you think about great people, the kind of stuff they probably have is stuff like this, right? They have options. They have time to spend with their family, etc. They get all of these things and they probably don't have these sorts of things right here. So when we think about what transfers us from one place to the other place, this passage in Proverbs, which is obviously powerful with wisdom, is the gift that you have. Now, in order for you to get more of what you desire, in order for you to get away from the things that you dislike, right, you don't have a desire for, you need to start using the gift that God has given you. Now, I know what you're probably thinking because so many people think this, and I speak to Christians like you all the time. When I said that, one of the things you probably thought is, well, do I even have a gift? What kind of gift do I have? Like, nobody cares about my gift, right? Probably something along those lines. And maybe you've even thought to yourself, well, I've used my gift in the past and it didn't produce these things that Israel's here talking about in this circle on the right. Now, I want you to understand that going all the way back to the beginning of the Bible, this is such a powerful lesson to me because God reveals it on the first page of the Bible. It's where God is talking about how he's going to make us in his image and in his likeness. And I always like to say he's given us the unique fingerprints to prove it. We're unique, we're special, we're one of a kind, and he's given us the unique fingerprints to prove it, right? So what that means is if God has created you and God has created me in a unique and a special way, he's made us all distinct and diverse in our own way so that he can use us in our special way to glorify and to glorify him and to bring the people into his kingdom that he desires to come. So when I think about this stuff on the right for my life, I say to myself, okay, cool, Israel, what unique gifts do I have which can be a blessing to someone like you in order to move me closer and closer to this circle on the right? Because I desire and pray for more financial breakthrough in my life. I desire to spend even more time with my family, with my friends. I desire to use my gifts more and more. I desire to bless people with gifts more and more and more, etc. And I understand that for me personally, and for you, it's the same thing. In order for me to do that, I need to do more of this on a daily basis. I need to tap into the unique gifts that God has given me in order to serve who he desires me to serve, in order to tap in. And this is the same thing that you need to do. Now, you probably know this, and if you didn't, you know this now. But there's a problem. This is a problem. There's a problem that stops so many people from actually taking part in this sort of transition, right? Number one, I'm always going to talk about this, right? It's belief. If I'm speaking of the stuff I'm talking about today, you may look at this and you may hear this and be like, well, no, like I'm not the kind of person who's worthy or this is for. And there's no reason why you should believe that. It's a lie from the devil. It's a lie from the pit of hell, especially based on what I've said already in regards to Genesis chapter 1. We're all made in God's image and God's likeness. That means you and me are basically the same. We're both humans. There's nothing inherently better about me than you or you than me. We're both special. We're both one of a kind. We're both unique. So people fall for that lie because we live in a world and a society which the enemy sends out this messaging, this marketing campaign to all people to hear and be like, no, you're not special. You're not unique. You're not one of a kind. You are just like everybody else. That's what the enemy wants you to believe. And the reason he wants you to believe that because it's the complete opposite messaging that what God wants you to believe. So if he gets you to believe in your mind and in your heart that you aren't special, you're not unique, you're not one of a kind, you aren't going to feel like I need to use my gift in any circumstances and for any reason. But if you start to believe and you start to realize, no, wow, the Bible actually says the complete opposite of why I actually believe. God has made me in a unique way. God has made me special. God has made me one of a kind. That means I have something to offer. The more you do it, the more people receive it, the more people realize it, then you're going to be moving closer and closer to what God has in store for you. You see, if you live in the West, and I say this even with a pinch of salt because it doesn't even matter, to be honest, if you live in the West. But if you live in the West, you've got, there's no excuse you can make. Right? We've got so much access to technology. We've got so much freedoms and liberties to do what we want, when we want, and how we want. So I'm saying that to say you have no excuse. On top of the fact that you have no excuse. So you have a unique gift, you have a unique calling, you have a unique assignment, etc. And I create videos like this to help you, as I like to say, win with the word. You see, you can follow what the world is saying and it's going to lead you down a pathway which is going to lead you to destruction. Or you can live a life which is based on the word, and that is going to lead you to victory. It's going to lead you to win in the different areas of your life where you are applying God's word in your life. So when we think about this, one of the easiest ways you can do what I'm talking about here more and more every single day is for you to take what you have uniquely and to turn it into a digital product which you can sell any time of the day to anyone in the world, helping them with what only you have in your unique way. If you would like to know how you can take your gift and allow it to make more room for you, and one example of you doing that is by creating a digital product, I want you to watch this video right here next because it's going to show you exactly how to create and sell a digital product. And that product I'm talking about is going to help you transition from the left side to the right side. So I'm talking about a product that God would be pleased with, a product that is tapping completely into the unique person that you are. And when you do that, I'm going to show you in the next video exactly how to do it. So go and watch this now, go win, and God bless.